DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Peñano with today's DFA Online. The Philippine government has welcomed the Quad's strong stance against aggressive actions in the South China Sea. In a statement Thursday, the Philippines Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA lauded the foreign ministers of the United States, Japan, India, and Australia for calling out dangerous and provocative behavior in the region, including the use of water cannons on vessels widely seen as linked to China's activities. The DFA said the Quad's statement reflects growing international concern over illegally and coercive actions in the West Philippine Sea and affirms the need to uphold international law, particularly the 1982 UN Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS. The Quad ministers in a July 1 statement reaffirmed their commitment to a region free from coercion and warned that actions such as unsafe military maneuvers and ramming tactics threaten regional peace. The DFA also welcomed the group's support for the 2016 Arbitral Award, calling it a key legal milestone that reinforces the Philippines' maritime rights under UNCLOS. The Philippines reiterated its commitment to peaceful dispute resolution and a rules-based international order.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the Foreign Affairs Department. The Philippine mission to the United Nations in Geneva, together with UN Special Rapporteur Sobian Mulyali, co-hosted a panel discussion on June 26 focusing on the risks of trafficking faced by migrant domestic workers. Held on the sidelines of the 59th session of the Human Rights Council, the event explored findings from Mulyali's report, which highlights policy and institutional gaps that leave migrant domestic workers vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. Philippine Ambassador Carlos Sorieta thanked the Special Rapporteur for spotlighting domestic workers' challenges, emphasizing that they provide essential but often undervalued services. He noted that the Philippines has long established protections for overseas workers, including strong anti-trafficking laws, welfare programs, and legal aid. The country has maintained a Tier 1 ranking in the U.S. Trafficking in Persons report for 9 consecutive years. Ambassador Sorieta also stressed the importance of international cooperation, saying bilateral agreements can create legal pathways for migration and improve prosecution of traffickers. The Philippines is a party to several global conventions on migrant rights and anti-trafficking. The discussion brought together representatives from governments, UN bodies, civil society, and labor groups.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And news from the Philippine Service Posts. The Philippine Consulate General in Honolulu, along with the Filipino Community Center and the Knights of Rizal, successfully launched the inaugural Palarong Pinoy 2025 on June 29 at the Philcom Center. The event aimed to revive interest in traditional Filipino games, preserve cultural heritage, and foster connections across generations of Filipino Americans. Consul General Arman Talbo highlighted the value of unity in promoting Philippine traditions, calling the games a bridge between generations and a way to share Filipino identity with the youth or keiki. 16 teams competed in classic games such as Sipa, Patintero, Tumbang Preso, Dama, and Sungka, drawing around 200 attendees. The event was supported by various community partners, including local Filipino organizations and businesses. 8 teams, including the consulate's own, will advance to the finals round on July 29 at the Philippine Consulate General.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And it wraps up today's DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Peñano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.